Hi everyone. How do you wave backwards at a camera? That's strange. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I got myself a little GoPro camera, which I'm wearing on my head. And this is really fun. So I decided I'd do a few little videos, just playing around with this GoPro, just as kind of experiment really. And what I thought I might do was some soap reviews of some of the soaps that I have made in my recipe videos. Now, I do plan on making plenty more soap recipe videos as well, so if this is well received and it works, I'll keep doing this as I keep making soap recipes. So this is my Orange Zest soap, which has been a really popular video. I made this soap in July 2019, so over a year ago now. It's now September 2020. So this soap is 14 months cured. It's really hard. I don't know if you can see, the color is still quite good. It actually looks very similar to how it did when it was first made. It's just quite hard now, obviously. It's just been stored in my soap cupboard with a damp rid dehumidifier because we get really humid weather here. Yeah, and it's stored really well. There's no dreaded orange spots. It's a lovely soap. So just to go back over the details of this recipe, it was a 42% lye concentration soap, so that's a very low water recipe. The equivalent, and that really just refers to how much water's in the recipe. So a 42% lye concentration for the lye solution, that's the equivalent of about 18% water of oils in the recipe. So it's a really low water soap. It was also a low supervat soap, only 2%, and it had 85% olive oil, 10% coconut oil, and 5% castor oil. So let's give it a try. I've got my little bread here as well. Got a few things going on today. So here we go, let's do a lather test. I've obviously used this soap a fair bit. I've just got some cream on my hands. I'm gonna wash that off first. All right. Now, any soap that's got a lot of olive oil in it is gonna kind of be quite gentle and won't have the greatest lather. But this recipe of 85% olive oil and 10% coconut oil and 5% castor oil, I think it's got a really good compromise. It's got enough lather. You can't see much of the lather as I'm just getting it off the soap like that. But once you add a bit more water and really get the scrubbing going, it lathers up really good. It feels amazing. It's got that kind of slight sliminess that olive oil soaps can have. But I love it. Look at that. That's a great little lather. Now, I don't know if you can see here, but I always keep bar soap in my kitchen because I use it for hand washing some things. We have a dishwasher, but I like to use bar soap for hand washing pots and pans and a few things. So I'm going to demonstrate to you. Oh, that's just lovely soap. I'm going to demonstrate just sort of how well this soap goes as a general cleaner as well, because honestly, all of my soaps, they all get used for everything. They all get used for hand washing, for in the kitchen, for bathing. So I like a good general purpose soap. So for those of you who think that olive oil soap doesn't clean because it has a low cleansing factor, just look at that. I always have the shiniest sink. Obviously this is a stainless steel sink, so the shine does show up. But you can get really clean kitchen sinks. You could use this for bench tops too if you wanted to, but I just like to use it to clean out my sink every day. It does a brilliant job. So don't be put off by I'll just rinse this out because I'm not sure if that sound of the water is overtaking the sound of my voice. This is literally the first GoPro video I've done like this. That sink is very clean and very shiny, and it's all good. And that was made with 85% olive oil soap. So it's a very simple thing. When you make soaps, you put your soap recipes into Soap Calculator, and I do have videos for that. If you haven't seen them, I'll put a link below. But the soap calculators will tell you what the cleansing value of the soap is, and high olive oil soaps have very low cleansing properties, supposedly. That's really just about the harshness of the cleansing and how strong they are as a cleanser. So this soap is supposedly very low on cleansing, but look, it's still soap. It still does a great job of washing hands, bodies, dishes, sinks, whatever it is. I really love this soap. The video that I made for this soap was so popular. It had great music in it, and I really enjoyed making it. And I made it with orange zest off the oranges that I grew on my tree in my backyard. So it was a really beautiful soap, and it still is. So there's the review, folks. A nice, really super well cured bar of 85% olive, 10% coconut and 5% castor oil soap. Wash it one more time. So good. Oh, and one more thing I forgot, very important for a soap review is after the wash. I forgot to show you and tell you. Now, don't think too much about my hands by the look. You can't really go by the look, and I do have wrinkly hands because I've done a lot of construction and gardening work in my life, so they're a little bit wrinkly. But I do find olive oil soap leaves your skin quite soft, and if I just think about this without looking at my skin, yeah, my skin definitely feels fairly soft after using that soap. It doesn't have the tightness that some soaps give you, like coconut oil soap, even with a high superfat, does make my skin feel a bit tight. So that's a nice gentle hand wash, that is. I love that soap. That's a great recipe. That's it, everyone. See ya.